What is going on? I just wanted to hop on here really quickly. I haven't done this in a while, so I figured why not hang out with you guys and ask a couple questions. I guess I'll play until more people get in the room. What's going on, everybody? Listen, let's let's just. I'm here to answer some questions. So I haven't done this in a while, and I figured why not hop on here and just kind of touch base with you guys with this particular audience. And I was like, yep, let me answer some questions. So we could do like a little live Q&A. If you guys have some questions, just want to know something really quick, or just wonderings about maybe playing guitar, playing at a high level, maybe touring, gear, something like that. Let's ask. Let's just get in here and hang out a little bit. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good Sunday evening and enjoying themselves? What scales do you use for shredding apart from the minor pentatonic? So I look at it as like two specific things, right? So the minor pentatonic kind of starts it, but then I'll go to the two. Like, so if you're looking at modes, like it'll be the second mode where the two and the six kind of they sit next neck and neck to each other, but they offer a lot of like real estate. So those kind of particularly where I go find majority of my ideas to kind of go shred with. What up, Joseph Stacy, man? How you doing, man? That's a great question, Leonardo. Doing good, doing good. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's enjoying themselves. Everybody having a good time. I know I haven't done this in a while, so I figured I'd come out here and just answer some questions. Should I get rid of the preset amps and get a standard or buy a footboard? So I would tell you, Ronnie, get what you're comfortable with. Like, this is a great thing about playing guitar. Everybody has their own little niche. Find what's comfortable for you, what fits within your price point, and what you know how to work really well. Like, you know how to like use the equipment really well. That's what I would tell you. All right, Demarcus, you said I have a question. Can you do a video on We Come This Far by Faith? Yeah, I could definitely do that, but I want to answer more questions first before I get into playing. All right. Good watching Game 7. Yeah, I was going to watch. I may catch a little bit later. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm a Lakers fan, so I don't really have a dog in the fight. How should I put myself out there to try to get into more touring? So I would tell you, got to go to the markets where things are at. So that may be Nashville, that could be LA for sure. Atlanta has some spots. You just want to be in those particular, circles, and you got to make sure that you know music really well. You're very marketable. You're very savvy in knowing your craft really well, so that way you can do multiple things. I think guys who can play multiple instruments, know how to program and do other things like that, have a lot more value than most guys that don't, and they only have like one trick pony. Um, so the more you can market yourself and be more marketable, the better you can do in order to get an opportunity to go touring. You got that track on Kerry's Camp? No, this particular track right here. No, this is a track I was working with for an artist. So they asked me to do something with Alpha Beats, and so I started working on like some just different kind of stems. All right, it's been a good set. I've learned. Cool. It's been smooth. I need more chords to practice. Well, if you want to know more chords, you should definitely become a member of Kerry's Camp. I got a whole chord library where I show you not only what the chord is, you get to hear it, you get to see me how I placed it, everything. So, video chord library, you should definitely come check it out. I'm doing good. What's your recovery process like after you get back, after you have back-to-back shows? All right, so for me, that's a great question. I try to like make sure I take supplements. Supplements are really cool for me. Also, too, depending on like how tough the road is, whatever the case is, sometimes getting a massage can do wonders for you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you eat well. I know it's hard sometimes to do it on the road, but make sure you exercise. Doing those types of things and kind of keep a regimen and a routine are definitely going to help your body and maintain while you're on the road. So that's what I would say. What presets is it good for shredding? Depends on what you're using. For me, I like anything with high gain. I like a little reverb and I like a little bit of delay when it comes to me shredding. Those I think that those are like some important like things that work together really well when it comes to shredding. Tomorrow, what are your thoughts on the Boss ME80? Is it good for going pro? Yes, the Boss ME80 is an excellent board. I use it quite often. I use it for a lot of production, and then like when I have some spot dates, every now and then I'll use it. It's a great board. It shows up really well. It presents really well. Boss makes some really good equipment. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. What is your favorite delay? I like analog delays. I've had the memory toy. I've had stuff from TC Electronics. I mean, I've had a lot of different delays that work really well. I think anything that I can tap out with tempo is going to be good for me. Tape delays are good too. So I've got a lot of different kind of delays that I like. If you feel stuck, Ronnie, I would say listen to different genres of music until you find something that makes you want to grab your instrument and start to play. Best affordable multi-effects board. Best, that's subjective. So I would say like you just got to look what you're looking for and what your price point. I don't know what your budget is. So it just depends on what your budget is. Do you transcribe? No, I don't transcribe. I do not. How do you learn tunes? All right, so I listen to them. I do write chord charts in the sense of like I do numbers and I learn the sections. That's how I learn music. Um, I find analog delay a little too warm. Tape works much better for me. Cool. All right, Jake, bro, I've been watching you since I was a kid. I picked up the guitar like over a year ago, and one of my best friends, Jay Jack. Oh, that's what's up. That's my homie. Y'all been helping me. That's what's up. Yo, Jay Jack is my guy, man. Who do you want to work with? Who do I want to work with? That is a great question. I wouldn't mind working with her. I wouldn't mind working with Jasmine Sullivan. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't mind working with them. I'm a part of Kerry's camp as well. I'm learning so much from you. Oh man, Jake, that's what's up. Yo, shout outs to all the campers that are on right now. Much love to all you guys, and everyone else is kind of like, like what is this Kerry's Camp thing, man? You should definitely go check it out. It's my online guitar community that I started in 2017. I wanted to create a safe space for people who specifically like to play R&B, neo soul, and gospel. And I know there weren't a lot of platforms that had like those particular tools and assets for them, but we've got so much valuable information and tools that can definitely help you out. If you want to become a part of the camp, you should go check it out. It's Kerry's Camp, KerryKamps.com. Come check it out. Join one of our live sessions. You get access for free for a while, so you can check it out for a little bit. Like, I mean, I want to say like we're doing a special now where you can check it out for 2 months for free, and you can come to any live session. You get access to all of it, not just parts of it. You get access to all of it. I believe it's free for 2 months, and check it out. Could you drop some quartet content? One of my favorite quartet groups of all times is always the Canton Spirituals. So clean up where I messed up. And then I like the Williams Singers. The Williams Singers are really dope. So check them out. Yo, what up, Kerry? Happy Camper here. Billy Collins. That's what's up, man. It's amazing. What do you do with Joe? I wrote some songs for him. They haven't come on yet. So I was doing dates with him. I don't currently play for Joe anymore, but like I used to work with Joe way back in the day. I don't know who his current guitar player is, and I don't have any like real connections. The guy who I put me on is he's actually playing with Boney James right now. So your YouTube and your Instagram videos are very helpful. I've been copying your style ever since. All the way here in Jamaica. Man, much love, dude. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm always honored, man, when people find what I do to be something that they want to mimic or copy, man. I'm always honored, man. So thank you guys so much. I've been playing guitar for 15 years and I'm still trash. If you feel that way, man, you should join the camp, man. Come check out Kerry's camp. We're gonna get you right. I promise you, we're gonna give you the tools that will definitely help you get to the place you want to get. So check out kerryscamp.com, KerrysCamp.com. Come check us out, man. Glad to see you guys hanging out with me for a little bit. I just wanted to hop on here. I know I haven't had much time to kind of do a live in a long time, so I figured like, why not tonight? I got a few minutes. Let's just hang out. Do you practice scales in all keys, or just know after practicing one key? No, I don't practice scales in all keys. Like at this particular phase in my career, I'm not practicing scales. I think I'm working on like certain dynamics, like rhythm, strumming, right? Arpeggio articulation, like chord variations, like chord combinations that I put together. So I'm at a space now where I want to work on just different nuances of it. Now, when I first started, of course, I'm running scales. I'm running the major scale, the minor pentatonic, the diminished scale. I just want to try to get as fluid as possible, different positions of the minor pentatonic so I can know how to kind of connect those different spots. That's what I was doing. But now in this particular phase of my career, I'm just either I'm working on music nuances or I'm trying to like tone match, trying to like work on blending tones, which tones sound bigger in a room, which ones sound better, which guitars pair better with certain equipment. That's kind of like the research and the homework that I do now with my practice sessions. Much love from East Nigeria. That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. Your videos, Lord, keep me day by day, is something I practice daily. That's what's up. That's what's up. My technique is above average, but my knowledge is lacking. If your knowledge is lacking, I'm telling you, come to Kerry's camp. I mean, come check us out. I think, like I said, we're running a special where it's free for 2 months. We have a wealth of information in there, and I do live lessons every week, typically Monday through Wednesday. We have a gospel session, we have an intermediate to advanced, and we have a beginners. So check out kerryscamp.com, KerrysCamp.com. Can you talk more about the camp? All right, so I established this camp in 2017, and what it is, I wanted to develop something that could be catered more specifically to R&B, neo soul, and gospel. Right now, we have students that are in 44 different countries, literally all over the world, and it's an amazing thing. It's a safe space where you can learn guitar, and you feel comfortable getting the tools and the techniques that I use that I personally walk you through. We have live sessions every week. We have bonfires where it's like an informal session, like twice a month, where I kind of help you guys, where it's not such a formal thing where you don't feel like you don't want to ask a question, whatever the case is. The lessons last for over an hour. We have live Q&As in there where you can ask questions. I can show you different techniques. Also, like I do different kind of training and homework exercises that are going to help you get better in your skill level in your craft. I teach in such a way that it's easy for you to digest and understand how to duplicate. I don't overcomplicate it. I don't stuff theory down your throat. I give you enough to be dangerous to where you can duplicate it and do it all the time. How do you work on triads? Love quartets. So if I'm working on Ronnie, if I'm working on triads, I want to duplicate simple triad movements that I can use in a song, so that way I can remember and remember how they land and how they place. And then I want to duplicate that in a song that feels similar, so that way I can do it again. Do you know where I can find the exact key for a song when you're learning? So Donnie, when you want to learn the exact key of the song, you want to listen to the bass notes that are in that song, right? And then using a template or a format or a system, you can differentiate like if what major key. You always want to associate it with a major key. I don't care if you land on a minor chord or a diminished chord. You want to find the major key that's associated with it and use that system every time when you're working on trying to determine the key. So that way you're not trying to guess different systems. Use the same system. It's going to make life that much easier for you. Who are some of my influences? I would say Jubu Smith, Eric Walls, Sean Hinton, Eric Gales, Eric Johnson, um, Spanky Alford. I mean, guys like Chris Payton, Agape Jerry, Jarius Mosey, Tim Stewart, Mark Lettieri, and there's so many more. I don't want to like try to go off all the list because I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss a few people, but those are some of my people that I like. I'm not a bass player, so Victor Wooten is definitely not my influence, but I love what he does. Great interview on the R&B podcast. Oh, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Do you play bass as well? I play bass well enough to do session work, but not, I'm not a bass player, you know. Yeah. What I mean when I talk about a triad movement, this is what I mean by when I say a triad movement, all right? So you've heard the three blind mice, right? So that's a triad. So the song Clean Up Woman is a great way to practice triad movements. So those are like some different kind of triads. Learn those movements, use those movements in songs that you already know, especially quartet or traditional gospel songs. They work really well, and then you can transition those to like some R&B vibes that kind of feel and sound similar. You know, you said you don't really practice scales anymore. No, at this point. So how do you prevent yourself from forgetting? When you've got 32 years of knowledge, you're not going to forget scales. You're not going to forget scales. Would after the camp, would students have access to a mentor? Like, as a mentor, I think that's something that it's on a need to like a one-on-one basis. Like, you just send an email and we can kind of talk about it. I mean, everybody says they want a mentor. A lot of times, what I realize is a lot of times people just want to ask questions, but when it comes to the work that's necessary, needed, sometimes people don't want to, put the attention and detail in that. I've had a few people that have stuck with it, and I've seen their growth and their playing, their levels go up like tremendously. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. You send a private email or whatever, and we can kind of discuss how that works, what that looks like. You got some of the best solos information. I appreciate that. How can I explore or check out more of those movements. So, Victor, if you want to check out more of those movements, go to kerryscamp.com, KERRYSKAMP.com. And I've got plenty of different triad movements, different kind of chordal movements that I use that you can use and implement in different kind of songs. What are some of the best scales to master so that I can get away from the minor pentatonic box? Well, it's not necessarily scales to master. What happens, you want to get to a place where you can start to learn and understand melodies. You can hear melodies and then you can start to kind of riff. That's what you want to start doing. So listen to a lot of different songs, listen to different melodies, listen to different cadences of how those melodies go, and then you want to implement them. You want to duplicate them, right? Do you play with other genres in your free time? Do you play any other genre in your free time? Yes, I play singer-songwriter stuff. I do a lot of that. I used to play with Jason Derulo, so I've done a lot of pop stuff. Um, I've done Afro beats. I mean, I've done a lot of different things in my off time and even like professionally. So, yeah. Are you selling any of your guitars in your collection? I did that like months ago. I think what I have now, I think I'm keeping those for a while. So, um, if you follow me on Instagram, that's probably the best place to see if I ever decide to have a moment where I'm letting go of some stuff. But right now, I think I'm good. So there are lifetime options. So there are three different tiers. You can do a monthly tier. You can also do an annual, and you can do lifetime. So I have a lot of lifetime members. I have a lot of annual members, and I have a lot of monthly members. So like I said, we right now we have students that are in 44 different countries. We're touching the globe. We're international, and I'm grateful for that. That people want to definitely sit here, learn, grow, feel comfortable, and then go out and then if that means they play in the front of their families and they want to play locally, they want to play professionally. We give them everybody the tools to feel comfortable and confident on this instrument. All right, I'm gonna take a few more questions. So before I get out of here, I have a question for you guys. What's your dream gig? If you had all the skill level that you wanted to have, what's your dream gig? I definitely been growing watching your videos. Thank you, man, for this, man. Over 50, just starting out. Man, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. I'm grateful that the stuff that I'm putting out is definitely can help you grow in your craft and get better. So I love doing that. Love hearing that. And my playing has improved 100 times since joining the camp. Man, I appreciate that. PJ Morton, that's a good dream gig, dude. That's solid right there, for sure. That's solid. Anyone else? If skill level wasn't an issue, like what's your dream gig? All right, so we got PJ Morton. Anybody else? Anybody else got no dream gig? I just want to make some YouTube videos, social media. So that's what's up. I think that's super dope, man. Like the way social media works now, especially with as a content creator, you can touch so many people, like, and have so much influence and connect with so many people. So I think that's really dope. Playing with an orchestra and John Mayer, that would be super dope. I would love to play with an orchestra. That would be great too. That would be really cool for sure. You guys are giving me some great ideas, man. I never thought about that, but that would be really dope. D'Angelo, for sure, for sure. That yikes. SZA, LMA, Summer Walker, Tony. Oh, Kurt Franklin. Yo, you call out some good ones. Yo, playing on a cruise ship. That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm excited to join. I started learning 2 weeks ago. Well, glad to have you at the camp, though, for sure. Glad to have you. Movie soundtracks. That's what's up. India Irie. You guys are naming some good stuff. I'm digging it. Love from Jersey, man. You the man. Oh, I appreciate it, David. Appreciate it, man. Definitely. All love, man. All love. Me and my brother have got way better watching your videos, man. That means a lot to me. Shouts out to you and your brother, man. Appreciate that for sure. All right, I'm gonna take one more question. Somebody give me a good question before I get up out of here. Greg from the Gospel Campus on. Sweet. Okay, cool. Yo, that's above me. Stay focused, Thomas. That's above my skill level. I can't answer that question. I'm not a lawyer. But ask me something guitar related. You guys are ask some interesting questions. Have you ever played for any of your favorite artists? Yeah, I mean, like honestly, getting a chance to work with Cassette, getting a chance to work with Tyrese, getting a chance to play for Joe, getting a chance to work with Lettucey. Um, yeah, I've got an opportunity to work with some of my favorite artists. Getting a chance to work with D Smoke was super dope, man. And Sir, Inglewood Sir. Um, I mean, even Ty Dolla Sign and getting a chance to like work with them was like really cool. So I've been very blessed, man, very fortunate, man, like to get the opportunities that I have and the places that I've traveled and playing music and sharing music, man, I've been very good. How did you get those some of those gigs? I moved to LA, man. I was in LA for almost close to 10 years. Um, did a lot of like networking, played for a lot of people, and then just word of mouth. You do good on one gig, somebody needs you for another situation, and you just happen to be reliable and really good at what you do. How did you overcome playing better at home slash rehearsal than live? All right, so if that's the case, what you're gonna have to do is it's a change in mindset. So it's all about preparation. Because if you can play it at home, you can definitely play anywhere. And everywhere that you go, you got to know that you're confident. Your confidence is at a high level to know that like you were built and you were made for these moments. You were made for these moments, and no moment is too big for you. If you could play it in your house, you could definitely play it on any kind of stage, regardless of where you are in the world. Take a deep breath, trust your training, and go out there and have fun. You know what I mean? Have you played with any of your favorite guitar players? Yes, I did this thing with Heritage where I got a chance to play with Tim Stewart, who's one of my main influences. I've worked with Eric Walls. Um, I don't think I was on a gig where I let Jubu sit in and he played my guitar. I mean, that's the closest that I got to work with Jubu. But like, man, I've got a chance to like hang out with a bunch of homies, man. So like Isaiah Sharkey, getting a chance to play with him, like it's just, I mean, phenomenal. Justice West, Chris Payton. I've worked with Chris Payton. Like, just it's really cool, man. Just get a chance to play with those guys, right? Have you? All right, cool. How do you get gigs? So depending on where the gig is at, you're probably going to need to really be in the city where the stuff is happening. So you can't. I know social media allows us to touch a lot of people, but you're going to have to be in the cities where they're at because of rehearsals, logistics, and all things like that. So it's one of those things you got to really count up the cost to see if it's something that you actually want to invest in or not. So, but that's what's up. All right, man. Well, I appreciate hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for keeping it with me, man. Like for for these last about almost 30 minutes. And we're gonna do this more often. I think it's cool for us to get together, kind of hang out and just do this more often. And yeah, we definitely gonna see each other on the other side. All right, y'all take care. Peace.